Hey, what's up guys, my name is James Broughton and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, a special video, but also a special day. 2026, this year, marks 10 years of uploading on YouTube. 10 years. 10 years of making content, of making silly videos, to making more high-end professional videos. I mean, honestly, I can't quite believe it. Wow. I don't think I've got another word than wow. I thought this would be a good opportunity to share some behind the scenes of its journey and how it started, how it all began, where are we now? You know, shared sort of vlogging, sort of travel, adventurous, but also, talking about unboxing videos, gaming videes, but never really explained or actually told you who I am, other than my name. I thought I'd begin by actually saying, when I first started, not just uploading on YouTube, but also having a YouTube channel, I was a little bit nervous. I didn't quite understand back, because this would have been in 2016, so 10 years ago. I didn't really understand YouTube at all, none of it. It was a platform where I could watch videos. When I realised that I wanted to make a channel, my original name wasn't James Broughton, and there's no family connection here at all, but it's actually called David Crunch. Why that name? The world of YouTube, I had no idea, and I was a bit skeptical and a little bit nervous of things going wrong, I guess. Ben Phillips, who made prank videos on his brother, where he introduced that kind of vlogging, kind of impersonal sort of camera, which I loved, but also Ollie43, inspired that sort of gaming, because he made videos of GTA 5 with his friend George, which I thought was hilarious. It was so creatively inspiring that I thought, oh, you know what? I want to do something like that. I want to have a camera and talk and vlog and all those things. When I created this channel and uploaded my first video, which we'll have a look in a minute, and actually where it all began, I was actually using an iPhone 5S, and actually one of the iPhone 5S, I think trailers, not trailers, promo, was like in slow motion or something like that, and it inspired me. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do one of my own, and that's exactly what I did. It's kind of a bit cringe now thinking about it, but let's have a look at my very first video that I put out on YouTube. Okay, bit of context here before I start play. Basically, where we are now, I don't know why I chose black and white. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe that was from the style from the iPhone 5S promo, I don't know. But basically where we are, as you can see, we're kind of in the countryside here. We've got the big barn on the left. There were three parts. The far end, it was kind of lots of tools and stuff for cutting grass and all that. And in the middle, we had an old, 1940s World War II American vehicle called the Dodge. And on the other side, the third section, it was again another tool shed. It was massive. But yeah, basically we're in this kind of courtyard driveway here. And then the building, as you can see on the right here, part of our house back then. So this would have been in France, in Brittany, right in the middle of the countryside. Beautiful place, beautiful, but really isolating. And I'll come back to that in a minute. There we can see me, as you can see, starting to do some sort of run. Let's go. Okay. What? Even the logo's bad. Okay. Although I haven't finished, but oh right, okay. 7 seconds. 7 seconds. All right, let's go back. So I'm running, and I'm doing some sort of starfish sign signal. Not sure why I couldn't just go like that. I don't know. Honestly. And that was my first video, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. But it made it through. It made it through, and that's what counts. Wow. That was my first video that I made, but I didn't stop there. I had this passion. I started making videos about like visual effects, special effects, and one of those videos was actually how to get superpowers, basically. But hey, it got 100 views, and I was happy. You know, it wasn't 1,000. You know, it wasn't a million like, you know, videos of Ben Phillips and his brother, or, you know, Ollie43, or any other video I watched. It was a way of me expressing my creativity. At that time, I was in Brittany. Coast side of it is truly beautiful. In that countryside, it was isolating because there was nobody there. We had to drive to everywhere. Because of that, it wasn't easy for me at that time, because I was living with I was living with an abusive family member, struggling with depression and suicidal thoughts during those difficult years. Filming just became a hobby for me. It was a way to get out of that situation. It was like an escape. And then you know, moved down further south between Nantes and Bordeaux on the western coast of France. There I met my friend Romain, whose family really welcomed me, and it was something that I never experienced before. You know, to this day, I'm truly grateful for what they've done for me. You know, they gave me a sense of being included in that kind of winter where I fell into a deep depression in the midst of being depressed, creating a story. And that story became a short film, Broughton. And if you've seen it, you know it's amazing. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Making that short film has to be one of the most creative, important projects I've ever done in my life. After that, managed to get into film school at Lincoln College, which basically meant that I had to move back to England. And my first ever microphone, and it was called K668 microphone with a USB basically attached to it from Fifine, and I bought one. I made a video about it. I made a review as well. Fifine actually contacted me and saying, actually, would you like to do more videos like these? I was a bit skeptical. I thought it was a scam. Looking back now, I do regret it. Fifine, if you're watching this, I do apologise. So even though I was making these YouTube videos, at college it wasn't really going well for me. I struggled to make friends when I came back to England. You know, went through an unhealthy 6-month relationship with my first girlfriend. I think mentally probably one of the lowest I've ever been at. So I stepped away from making gaming videos and actually started doing vlogging, and it was very, very close to the camera. It did slowly build my confidence back up. This is what I would say as an advice for people who are starting out on YouTube, but also even just for interviews. I would say just talk in front of the camera, which is what I'm doing right now. So then after college, things didn't get better. I remember like my life felt like it was frozen, like it was stuck. I was in the lowest, and at that point I tried everything. I tried every social, tried every place I could think where I could interact with people, you know, trying to apply for jobs. You know, I really was trying, and there was nothing. There was nothing. I couldn't drive at that point. You know, I was still taking lessons. Then I found a church that, I mean, I wasn't a churchgoer, but I thought, you know what, I've tried everything. I'm going to try it and see if anything works. Then I went to my sister and her family up in Scotland. There was this app going around. You know what, downloading TikTok, the app, was, I believe, one of the best things has ever happened to me. It gave me so much hope. You know, seeing other people talking, laughing, dancing, it gave me so much hope. It was just so, it was life-saving for me. When COVID's hit, coming out of the pandemic, those lockdowns, that's when I passed my theory test, and I passed my theory test at Scunthorpe. You remember that word, remember Scunthorpe. Later on, I went to Cardiff. That time going in Cardiff was probably one of the best times of my life. It was so freeing, so joyful. Like, there was nothing negative about that trip. Probably since I ended things with my ex, I started to question things about my life. Or should I say, started to question who I was. What was my purpose? You know, my identity. One of the key elements of that was finding who my ancestors were. I also came to the point of actually understanding of my mistakes. My mistakes that I've done throughout my life. You know, we've all made mistakes. You know, I had to confront those things. I had to actually take that time to actually understand what went through, what happened, and I guess in a way why I did them. The why came later. You know, in Lion King, when Simba eventually confronts his past and goes back, but also there's a phrase in the Fast and Furious, I think 9 trailer, where it says, you can never outrun your past, basically, and the past always catches up to you. Well, it did. I didn't have faith back then, but it was a big shift, a big start on my journey of faith. And then I watched a video about Sabbath. Sabbath, 200 years ago, meant rest. And we, in today's world, we take rest, usually, like in France, it tends to be on a Sunday. Here in England, it doesn't really happen, or should I say in the Western world of society. Back then, it wasn't on a Sunday, it was on a Saturday. I watched that for the first time, and oh boy, wow. For the first time ever, I experienced something I've never felt before. I was joyful. I experienced joy for the first time in my life. And I didn't understand it, but I was feeling it. Big shift on my journey of faith. You know, I was unemployed for about 18 months. So then I got a job. 5 months later, I got baptized and I followed Jesus. It didn't solve things overnight. It felt things were lighter. It changed the direction of my life. I found peace when I knew anxiety, found purpose when I was lost. For years, one of the things I wanted most was genuine friendship. And after my father and I moved to Scunthorpe, to an amazing community, found a church, and you know, they invited me in that Bible group, a small group, where we talk about Bible and other things with Jesus. They kind of cared about me, and that was something I've never felt before. There was a moment when I was invited to go on a hike, but it was a men's hike in the group with some of the members from church. Those who know what I'm going to talk about, you know, and I'm going to share it. it was probably the most revealing, the most freedom I felt in my life. You know, I was behind because I had a backpack full of camera stuff, which is why I was behind, because it's heavy. I felt not seen. I felt like this is not going anywhere. You know, I just wanted to go home. But then, you know, we had lunch outside the church. I believe it was at Bakewell. And, you know, the lads kind of prayed in general for the hike to go well. And then they were like, James, we want to pray for you. I was like, what? Like, me? And I guess it was like, well, is there another James here? And they prayed for me. And in that moment, you know, I felt seen. I felt part of a group. I felt loved. I felt valued. And I realised kind of at that moment on that hike that over the past 2 years, God has been helping me to understand something that I've been carrying since childhood. You know, I've realised that many of my mistakes, fears, insecurities, a feeling of not being good enough, comes from years of abuse and believing lies and about my worth. For over 20 years, I thought I was unlovable. I thought I was not worthy of love. You know, felt unwanted. You know, I didn't understand it at the time, but the characters from The Arrow, you know, Oliver Queen, and in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Skye, those two characters, I never understood why I felt so deeply connected to them. And one thing they had in common was they were alone. Today, I'm learning to replace those lies with truth, with God's truth. That's what Jesus was doing in those 2 years, was help me to understand what was happening in my life in those 22 years. And now it's time to change that, to rewire, you know, to do an update, to do a software update. And it's slow, you know, it is going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. To be kind to myself. When I look back at these 10 years, I don't just see videos. I see a record of my life. You know, it's been 10 years and so much has happened in those 10 years. You know, every upload captures different chapters of my journey. 10 years ago, I thought I would just upload a funny jumping video. I never imagined YouTube will become a part of that healing journey. If you've watched my videos, left a comment, an encouragement, a like, or simply just being a part of the journey, I want to say thank you. I don't know what the next 10 years will be. That's a whole new chapter. I will keep telling stories. I will keep making videos, and I will always keep trusting in God and in God's timing. I would like to share something with you all, if you want to call it a little prayer, a little encouragement. No matter who you are, where you've come from, or what you're going through, your story isn't over. There is always hope. Always. Even when you can't see it, God is with you. He is guiding you, He is strengthening you, and reminding you that you are loved. God is for you. And He He will be the light in the darkness of your life. He will pull you out of darkness, will break chains. He will heal those who are broken. He won't leave you. He will be with you. He has always been and always will be. He is God. God is love. God is the truth. He is life. He is the light. I hope that you have found some sort of peace in this video. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time. A plus.